It's now time to bring in Focus, our feature on the show today. It's no longer going to be business as usual for illegal slaughterhouses as the Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Agriculture, kicks into effect again the Monetary Enforcement and Compliance Team, which starts operations tomorrow, September the 1st, effecting a zero tolerance to the existence of illegal slaughter slabs statewide. Besides closing and operating illegal slaughter slabs, the team would also ensure proper regulation of veterinary activities statewide in conjunction with the Lagos State Private Veterinary Premises Registration Authority. Penalties for defaulters include dislodgement of illegal abattoirs, destruction of illegal structures found in such locations, arrests, and also prosecution of operators of such facility, closure of illegal veterinary premises, arrest, and also prosecution of operators with payment of fines. Well, joining me now in our Lagos studio to discuss this and much more, I have Dr. Olaiwole Onosoya, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Lagos State. Good to have you on the Breakfast Show today.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased to be here.
Now, with the effective move of the monitoring and enforcement as well as compliance team, what is the new mandate, especially in terms of checkmating the business of dealing with meat?
Well, let me say here that the issue of illegal abattoirs and slaughterhouses has been a recurring problem. And that is why in 2017, there was a monitoring and enforcement and compliance team that was set up. And the mandate is that any illegal abattoir or slaughterhouse should be uprooted. It's not going to be that we just arrest people there, but the housing such facilities will be uprooted. And apart from that, there are also veterinary premises that have not been registered. Because when you look at what they handle, like biologicals and vaccines, it is unfortunate that this should be handled by veterinary doctors that are well trained. Then the issue of stray animals is also there. We are aware of what stray animals causes in the society, accidents, injuring people and so on. So also stray animals, even dogs, will also be arrested and taken to a proper zoo or a proper facility for housing such animals. So the mandate is to ensure that all these infractions are removed.
And still going back to the operations of the slaughterhouses, slabs, abattoirs, whatever name we want to call them at this point in time now, what will the MEC team be looking out for in terms of licenses? What are the operation certificates that they will be looking at? Because to a very large extent, most of the individuals who engage in this business might not necessarily be in the know. We all know that these are individuals who are not so literate at the end of the day.
Well, in law, there is no ignorance in law. And I tell you, there have been sensitization of all the stakeholders in this business. And therefore, if you break the law, you will be arrested, you will be prosecuted. So it is not the issue of that they do not know. They know that they operate illegal abattoirs. We have been sensitizing for a very, very long time, for the past 3-4 years. And I tell you, it is time that we need to do what we have to do.
And then going back to the licenses, are there any particular licenses that the monetary enforcement and compliance team will be looking out for?
Yes, we have licenses. The Ministry of Agriculture, through its veterinary department, is mandated to give licenses to private abattoirs, even to abattoirs that serve the public, and also veterinary premises. So there are licenses, and they all know that. And there are also modalities for you to be licensed. It's not just you go there and be licensed. but there are modalities. You have to achieve some steps for you to be licensed.
And going back to the Nigerian populace, at the end of the day, well, sensitization is also key. But for the individual buyer at this point in time, when we're still dealing with the impact of COVID-19, we don't want another health crisis on our hands. What's your word as well to the average Lagosian who goes to buy their meat and other dairy products from some of these sites?
Well, my advice is that we should ensure that where we buy our meat are those areas that have been registered by the government. And we are going to put this on air. We are going to advise Lagosians. Then apart from that, when you look at what they call something zoonotic disease, it can be transmitted from animals to human beings. Before you slaughter a cow, we have veterinary doctors that inspect such cow. Some of them may have tuberculosis, and therefore it can be transmitted to human beings. So it is very, very important that you do not go to unauthorized or illegal slaughter slab, because the health of Lagosians is paramount. And then the target is that we must slaughter wholesome meat. People should consume wholesome meat. And this is my message to Lagosians.
Thank you very much for your contribution on the Breakfast Show, Olaiwole Onosoye, and definitely we'll be looking at a stronger enforcement from the team. At the end of the day, compliance is critical to ensure that we have the business thrive and the health of Nigerians and Lagosians in particular are being taken care of. Thank you once again.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.